everyone, welcome back to our channel Sude TV. In this video, we will show you list of Tokusatsu series that maybe has been forgotten. The 80s and 90s period was the golden era for children, because that time there was so many shows with unforgettable memories. One of them is Tokusatsu series. There are so many versions of Tokusatsu, like Super Sentai, Kamen Rider series, Metal Heroes, Ultraman series, and other series. The Tokusatsu had its glorious era at the 80s till early 2000s before it takes by anime or manga series. Despite its glorious era, there are some series that just fail to get fans' attention or just can't get out of the shadows from its previous similar series. But before we begin, please click like, bell and the subscribe button. This may be just small click for you, but it means a lot for us. Now, here's the list of the top 10 forgotten Tokusatsu series. Number 1. Curacain by Closer. Curacain by Closer is a serial tokusatsu made by Sotaro Isomori and Toei Company. The series consisting of 34 episodes and aired in Japan began on January 1985 until September the same year. On April 2020, the show became one of the 70 shows on the Toei Tokusatsu World YouTube channel to be streamed in the West. Here dual new superheroes have come into the world. They are brothers who shall be called by Closer. They live with their parents in the residential quarters in the suburbs of the metropolis. The older brother Ken is in the engineering department of a certain university and spends his time producing elaborate plastic models. The younger brother Ginjiro is a senior high school student who is a mania for personal computer. They are just ordinary boys who are under the thumb of their affectionate mother Katsuko. But once they encounter the powerful enemy, the secret organization Dester, they metamorphose into the back closer and get into their machine to counterattack the enemy, performing magnificent acrobatic action. The unique fact is, the Mizuno brothers can transform through the wardrobe of his room, leading to different dimension space, then transform by mounting the strengthening clothes cross suit. These two machines that common are of a new type without precedent. The machine dock with the motorcycle and go into action. The coalesced machines are capable of turning into undulatory cannon that have powerful destructive power whenever necessary. Number 2. Gridman the Hyper Agent, Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad is an American television series. It was produced by Suburaya Production, Ultracom Inc., and distribution by All American Television, and ran for a duration of 53 episodes from September 1994 to April 1995 in syndication as well on ABC. It was an adaptation of the Japanese tokusatsu series Gridman the Hyper Agent. This character is more like a combination of Ultraman and some part of Power Rangers Megazord. On October 2020, the series began streaming episodes weekly on Suburaya Ultraman official YouTube channel to mark the second anniversary of Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad Gridman. But 2 weeks after the premiere date of each episode, the episode is removed from the channel. Mill Creek Entertainment will be releasing the complete series on Blu-ray for the first time in North America on August 2021. The story about 3 computer-savvy kids, Naoto, Yuka, and Ipe create their own video game superheroes, but then discover it possessed by an interdimensional police officer Gridman, pursuing an evil program called Guyver. He merges with Naoto and fights Guyver digitized monster, created by social misfit Takeshi, in order to prevent the computerized demon from wreaking havoc on the town of Sakuragaoka and the entire human world. And in the American version, the story is about Sam Collins, a high school student who also the head of a band called Team Samurai. During a recording session, Sam is zapped by a power surge and disappears only to reappear seconds later with a strange device attached to his wrist, which at the time unremovable. After his friend M, Sidney, and Tanker leave, one of his video game program David Servo is a subject to a power surge and zaps Sam again. This time, the zap pulls him into the digital world and turns him into his creation. As Servo, he roams the digital world and fights monster called Mega Virus. Meanwhile, another student from Sam's school named Malcolm Frink is designing monster on his home computer when Curacain, an escaped military artificial intelligence presumed dead in the power surge, visit Malcolm via computer screen. Curacain strikes a Faustian deal with Malcolm and turns his digital monster into a Mega Virus computer who is not only capable of corrupting electronics but also capable of affecting the real world. Sam, now as Servo, must enter the digital world and stop Malcolm and Curacain Mega Virus. Sometimes, when Servo was unable to handle a virus by himself, he would call on the help of his friends using his Arsenal program. The Arsenal program could fight the virus solo, transform with the help of other programs, and attach to Servo as an armor. Since Team Samurai consisted of only 3 people at any one time excluding Sam, only 3 vehicles were available at any one time. When Servo linked up with this program as armor, he changed his name to either Pormo or Synchro. Number 3. Tangerine. Choco Senshi Tangerine, translated as Super Optical Soldier Tangerine, is a tokusatsu series created by Toei Company. The series aired from April 1996 to December 1996. It was originally planned to run for a full 52 episodes before being cut down to 39 due to low ratings. The story tells us about the dark side stealthily appeared on Earth from their dying world in Dark Dimension to acquire the Lamu, human life energy, to continue their existence. To counter the threat, Takeshi Munakata of the Cabinet Secret Service established the group Psyduck to intercept the dark side. Psyduck developed the crystal power needed to complete the Tangerine project. The power accidentally transferred into the body of Detective Akira Suzumura. The title naming at the time of planning was Masquerizer, and it was confirmed that it was used as title proposal until around October 1995. And it was assumed that the Masquerizer was not supposed to be appear and the action was left to other forms. The TV broadcast was described as 1 year schedule in the plan. It was shortened to 39 episodes, and the final round was reached without defeating the enemy. However, there seems to have been a plan for the final round without defeating the enemy before the shortening was decided. And Toei official website also said there was no other way to finish it. Then it is left just like that. In addition, if it is broadcast for 1 year as original plan, it is said that there was a possibility that the next version of the Tangerine, which was the predecessor of the brother, appear. Its concept design were also revealed. This information can be confirmed on the side of Tamotsu Shinohara, who was the character designer of Tangerine. Number 4. Guyver. Bio Booster Armor Guyver is a Japanese manga series written and illustrated by Yokishi Takaya. The Guyver itself is a symbiotic techno-organic or biomechanical device that enhances the capabilities of its host. The story is about Ates-type Zoanoid escape from the Kronos Corporation with 3 Guyver units. Kronos soldier pursue the test type into some woods to recover the units from him. But when they corner the test type, he detonates a bomb he had with him. The Guyver units are scattered in the blast. One of the lost Guyver units, known as Unit 1, lands near 2 young high school students, Shofu Kamachi and Tetsuru Segawa. The second one is retrieved by Kronos and merged with Oswald Alisker to become the second Guyver later on. The final unit falls into the hand of Agito Makishima, who merged with it with unspecified time. So accidentally activate the unit, which then painfully merged with him. Over time, So learns more about the Guyver and its abilities. The Guyver is virtually invulnerable, with its only weak point being the control metal. With this part intact, can rebuild the host from their data it stored within. But if this part critically damaged, however, the host will be eaten alive by the unit and perish. This is disconcerting, and Sto starts to question whether he will ever be free from the Guyver. The situation gets worse with the fact that Kronos continuously sending more and more powerful Zoanoids to retrieve the Guyver. This makes it increasingly difficult for Sho to protect his vulnerable friend. As the story progresses, it is also a starting turn, in which Kronos succeeds in taking over the world and reshaping it according to its ideals. The Guyver are then labeled to the public as a vanguard of alien invaders. The manga was originally serialized in Tokuma Shoten Monthly Shonen Captain, the first appearance being the February 18 magazine beginning in 1985. When Shonen Captain was discontinued in 1997, the manga was picked up by Karagawa Shoten, who subsequently released all of the previous tankobon originally published by Tokuma. The manga is currently serialized in Kadogawa's Young Ace magazine. It has been licensed by Viz Media, Star Comics, and Chuangyi Publishing. Number 5. Jan Person. Tokusho Robo Jan Person or Special Investigation Robot Jan Person was the 1993 installment in Toei Company Limited Metal Hero series. The series revolved around Jan Person, a robotic detective who patrolled the streets of Tokyo and fought against 3 different underworld organizations who used super technology to subjugate the masses. Unlike most metal heroes, a monster of the week was rarely shown, and most of the villains are criminal, taken to the television police dramas. Jan Person is a purple and silver robot who works as a detective. He was once a killing machine known as the MX-A1 that was deactivated due to him becoming out of control, but later was rebuilt with human emotion by the young female scientist Kaori Saigusa. Like Robocop, he upholds the law, but he purely mechanical. He is seen to be the kind of police officer who never gives up that easily. He also has problem dealing with his former life MX-A1 when he forced to destroy evil easily. He wears a jumper, but in combat mode he wearing goggles. It is the 12th series of Metal Heroes. The series aired by Asahi TV from 31 January 1993 to 23 January 1994. Number 6. Kaiketsu Lionmaru. Kaiketsu Lionmaru was a tokusatsu series running from April 1972 to April 1973, with a total of 54 episodes. The time of the Betamax video player in the 80s and 90s was also marked by the Lionmaru film. The figure of a hero in the form of a lion man has become one of the most favorite films. The reason is Lionmaru not shown on television station like other animation series. Lionmaru only aired in a cassette that was played in the Betamax video player. Lionmaru is a series that produced by P Production from Japan. This series first aired in the television by Fuji TV station. The plot of the story from Lionmaru tells a prolonged civil war until the 16th century, where a trio of ninja orphans must fight to save this strange condition. These people consist of kid ninja Kosuke, Kunichi Saori, and an adult ninja named Shishimaru, who can transform into a lion-headed samurai named Lionmaru. They are tasked to stopping the action and chaos that caused by Akuma Gosun or Devil Gosun. Shishimaru is given with 2 swords, one for fight the enemies and the other one is a magic sword. This magic sword will help and turn Shishimaru into a human lion named Lionmaru. The magic sword Shishimaru got from his teacher named Oso-sama. As a powerful white lion, Lionmaru has a main stance known as Lion Hikogiri. This stance will later be able to defeat the opponent until the opponent's body becomes split and explode. In addition to the Lion Hikogiri stance, Lionmaru also has a stance in the form of a strong wind, Ninpo Hurricane. Kosuke, the kid who also involved in the adventure, also helps Shishimaru a little bit. He has a mainstay weapon that also given by Oso-sama, namely Magic Flute. Later, this Magic Flute can be used to bring a white-winged horse named Hikarimaru. The Lionmaru film is also enlivened by a human figure in the form of a tiger who becomes his nemesis known as Tiger Joe. Lionmaru teaches us how to form cooperation in fighting for justice and the happiness of many people. Number 7. Seiun-Kamen Machine Man. Seiun-Kamen Machine Man, translated as Nebula Mask Machine Man, is a Japanese tokusatsu television series created by Sotaro Isomori and produced by Toei Company. It aired from January until September 1984. It revolves around the adventure of Nick, a college student from the Ivy, traveling in the spaceship named Space Colony. With the help of his ball-shaped robot ball boy, arrived on Earth to study the behavior and manners of human beings for his doctoral degree thesis. Under the human identity of a young man named Ken Takase, he meets Maki Hayama, and later suffers from a building fall. Maki was taking pictures for a scoop about a building which has been mysteriously demolished. Later, she and Ken find that the evil organization, Tentacle, that leads by Professor K is behind the demolition and the other devils did around the world. Nick then decides to extend his stay on Earth and use his advanced technology and superior powers to protect Maki and the children of Earth under the alter ego Machine Man. Armed with an advanced technology weapon, he began fighting tentacle cyborgs and protect humankind. Machine Man succeeds in dismantling Tentacle. However, Professor K flees to Spain and his niece Lady M appears. They establish a new organization called Octopus. Like her uncle, she is allergic to children. Whenever she is near one, her nose turns red. She calls up various thieves and legendary criminals from around the world, but later robotic drones are assembled to combat Machine Man. By the end of the series, the missing Professor K returns, bringing with him the biggest threat the hero had ever faced, Golden Monsu, a fortified version of Tetsujin Monsu. Several of the series expect a rumor to have been inspired by American DC Comics superhero Superman. Although this was never confirmed by either Isomori or Toei. On April 2020, Machine Man became one of the 70 shows to stream on the Toei Tokusatsu World YouTube channel. Number 8. Megaloman. This series often said as the pioneer of Ultraman series. Megaloman is the name and titular superhero of tokusatsu science fiction created by Tetsukaria. The show was produced by Toho Company and aired on Fuji TV from May to December 1979. Like Toho Ryu Senningen Zone, this series mixes elements of the Kyodai hero genre with those of Sentai series. The series features a superhero quintet similar of those seen in the Super Sentai series. The team leader or main character Takashi Shishido transformed into giant long-haired Ultraman like Colossus Megaloman. Takeshi trained martial arts with his mother and he incorporates it into his monster fighting. His mother Rosemary gave Takeshi his father bracelet which allow him to transform into Megaloman. And from that day he is known as the new Megaloman. His bracelet also allow him to fly and detecting monsters by registering the energy used by the Black Star Army. While as Megaloman, Takeshi has a finishing move called Megalofire which allow him to shoot fire from his long hair. He also makes use of a giant martial arts weapon known as Megaloblades, which can summon lightning to enhance the power of Megalofire. Megaloman looks like a combination between Ultraman and Godman. He wears a full red suit that has silver arrows along his pectorals, abs and lower body. His red suit fades into silver and ends at his silver boots. There are also silver markings on his lower arms. His skin is the same color as his suit, with red stripes going down his face. His eyes have no pupils or irises and are just completely yellow. Finally, he has a long bleached blonde hair that flows down his back. Number 9. Chojinki Metal. Metal or Superhuman Machine Metal is the sixth and the shortest entry of the Metal Hero series franchise, running from March 1987 to January 1988 for only 39 episodes. It was the first series to air on Sundays instead of Mondays. Metal has many similarities to toy android Kikaider and Kikaider 01, particularly in its themes, character, and the hero costume design. The action footage of Superhuman Machine Metal was used for 7 Entertainment live-action TV series VR Troopers. On February 2007, Toei released the complete Human Machine Metal TV series and the Superhuman Machine Metal film on a 7-disc DVD set. Toei refers to this television series as Metal. Metal is a Chojinki, a powerful war android built by Dr. Goga at the end of World War II, originally as a countermeasure against Americans. He was hidden in the secret base of the Japanese Imperial Army, and Dr. Koga activated him years later to fight the Neros Empire. Whenever his energy reached a peak from rage, with the cry in rage, he transformed into his metallic form. His reflection circuit gave him the same feeling as human and a sense of right and wrong. Powered by super gravitational energy, his killing techniques include laser arm, G-kick, metal tornado spinning kick, head crush, plasma punch, metal bomber punching attack, and 1000 hand punch. At the end of the series, he defeats God Neros, but in the process, his super gravitational energy is greatly damaged. As a result, whenever he moves longer, he will explode and the world will be destroyed by its impact. With Kita's help, Metal is spared from destruction but at the cost of his human form and his ability to fight as a Chojinki. Number 10. Denjin Zaborger. Denjin Zaborger translates as Electroid Zaborger was a Japanese Tokusatsu television series that aired in 1974. Produced by P Production, it was the production company's 7th Tokusatsu series, following Tetsujin Tiger 7 and preceding Boken Rock Band. The series stars Takehisa Yamaguchi as a secret agent Yutaka Daimon. The robot Denjin Zaborger has no personality at all. It is Takehisa Yamaguchi as the Wild Warrior Yutaka Daimon who gives the series its heart. A movie remake titled Karate Robo Zaborger was released in 2011. The story is about secret police agent Yutaka Daimon who is returned to Japan after learning his father was murdered by the evil Dr. Akunomiya, leader of the criminal gang. From his father, Yutaka inherited the robot warrior Denjin Zaborger made out of the mystery metal dynamium which responds to Yutaka voice command. Zaborger has the unique ability to transform into a motorcycle for Yutaka Daimon to ride. Dr. Akunomiya Top 8 in Sigma is a woman known as Miss Borg. She is a cyborg with the ability to transform into a masculine-appearing robot warrior. Serving as Sigma field agent are Sigma Mecha Animals, Sigma Cyborg, Sigma Group Hitman, Sigma Mecha Borg, Sigma Borg, and Sigma Soldiers. Dr. Akunomiya is a cruel and demanding master. He even turns against his most loyal servant Miss Borg, placing her with a new female aide Lady Borg. Sigma is on his last leg, so Lady Borg does not last long. After his cyborg and robot have failed to eliminate Yutaka Daimon, Dr. Akunomiya assigned the task of getting rid of his greatest enemy to a young assassin, the motorcycle-riding Gen Akizuki. Gen Akizuki bird-shaped motorcycle is called Machine Hawk. Gen Akizuki's Thunder Punch and Hurricane Punch martial art techniques proved to be a match for Yutaka Daimon Flying Dragon 3-stage kick and gave the hero some tough moment. After finally defeating Gen Akizuki in episode 38, Yutaka Daimon and Denjin Zaborger take out the last Sigma robot. In episode 39, and Yutaka Daimon at last comes face to face with his father killer Dr. Akunomiya. However, Yutaka is not the only one interested in the nemesis of Sigma. Another evil group hiding in the shadows hopes for the elimination of a rival, and so Yutaka Daimon and Zaborger battle to restore peace in Japan has really just begun. Yutaka Daimon finds himself up against an even more dangerous group, the Dinosaur. To combat this group, Yutaka Daimon is joined by a second, younger and less skilled secret police agent Ken Matsui, who rides bazooka armed motorcycle called Machine Bach. Starting with the episode 41, Machine Zaborger and Machine Bach merge to form Strong Zaborger, a more powerful version of Denjin Zaborger. The dinosaur army is led by an ancient monster Triple Neck Demon. It is a three-headed dinosaur or dragon. One head of this ancient beast spits fire, one poison gas, and one a bolt of energy. Triple Neck Demon chief aides are the human worshipper Devil Head and Princess Mesa. Devil Heads make the dinosaur safe robot for the dinosaur's army and use his head like a weapon. Princess Mesa is an expert at disguise and serves as a spy. Under these three are the Dinosaur Army Mecha, Dinosaur Army Hitman, and the reptile-headed dragon-faced soldier. Do you agree with our list? Let us know in the comment. Thank you so much for watching and see you on our next videos.